a.k.a. Kyle.
Hello.
That's what his mother gave him the name.
Oh, Mama called me Kyle. You can call me Kyle.
Mama called you Kyle, but we call you Strong Manly Guy, short for social media guy.
Short for that?
Yeah. or short for short media guy. Or short for superstar media guy. I mean, we can come on. We can have like a million names for Kyle. We're going to call you everything but Kyle. And, of course, we have Spielberg Jr. He only goes by one name, SJ. Spielberg Jr. That's his new name, SJ. Got SJ here. He's pressed the button on Facebook. So are we live on Facebook?
We are live.
We are live on, no, it says recorded live. Yes, it is. There it is. Dane Williams, always the first person to say hello. Queen of my castle, 3 seconds later. Queen of the castle, Dane beat you by 3 seconds on the good morning. And Cordella Willery, who's usually first in line, got beat. This is like, like the 100-yard dash.
Cordella is mentioned so much in the show. Cordella, I thought you worked here for a second, and then I realized I'm like, oh, that's Carmela.
That's Carmela.
That's our tax attorney.
Yeah, tax attorney.
Who's phenomenal, by the way. But Cordella, you're very much part of the Brad squad.
That is true. That is very true. So we have 12 open lines right now, and we're going to be answering your immigration questions. 1-800-529 5465 1800. Oh, I was looking at this morning's show. I was looking at the wrong one. No, Cordella didn't even say hello yet. She's not even part of the show. She's off the squad, Cordella. She was on the squad this morning and now off. I was looking at this morning's show, looking at the comments.
Awkward.
I screwed up. Awkward. Stacey Ann Robinson, she's second. Dane was first. Tiffany Watson, good afternoon. And Carol Anderson, the Tiger, always part of the squad here. Also chiming in to everyone in the show. 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. If you're watching on YouTube or you're watching on Facebook, you'll notice me playing with my phone. I am not texting anybody. What I'm doing is I am sharing the Law Offices of Spar and Bernstein feed on my personal Facebook page of Brad Bernstein. And then also, I am checking out the YouTube feed to make sure that we are live on YouTube as well, which we are. Good afternoon, Carlos on YouTube, as well as Marissa and Nailover212. What kind of name is that? Nailover.
Nail Lover.
Oh, Nail Lover! Oh, now I know what kind of name that is. Okay. I'm reading wrong. I don't have my glasses on.
It's a carpenter's son.
Yes, nail over. I'm like, nail over what? All right, 1-800-529-5465. I'm a Survivor has joined us, part of the squad. We have like a whole squad of people who watch all the time, right?
Correct.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that cool?
The faithful few.
Right. Is that what we're calling it now?
There's a new name every 5 minutes.
It's no longer the Brad Squad. It's the faithful few. That doesn't sound as exciting. Faithful few. It sounds like we have like 6 people who like me around the world. I like squad better. But in fact, it's the faithful few.
Makes it more exclusive.
It sounds like a comic book collection of people, right? The faithful few.
Yeah.
Sounds like a movie, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like a shooting movie. Like
someone's
someone's going to get shot in that movie.
Tarantino.
Right? Doesn't it sound like that? Like by the end of the movie, everyone's dead?
And then it's definitely a Tarantino.
Yeah, the faithful few.
Should we be worried? Like, are we about to get Game of Thrones and we're all going to get killed off by the end of the episode?
No. But Carlos is watching both on YouTube and Facebook. He has 2 screens going at the same time.
He's got some crazy data plan.
Yes. He's got a crazy data plan, is right. And I have my vitamin water that says squeezed on it. We just realized that this morning. So it is, although they are not paying us vitamin water for any promotional anything here, I do think it's very funny that they prominently display squeeze on their bottle.
It's a power.
Ironic.
Yeah, whenever Squeeze does something, it's squeezed, and then
Yes.
when it's like a little minor thing,
Yeah.
it's pinched.
Yes, exactly.
I
All
think
right.
It's especially funny that you chose it.
Yes.
Like you chose.
You got to
the
talk
squeeze-
into the microphone so people can hear.
Sorry.
Yes.
No, I felt like it was especially funny
Right.
that you didn't even know
I
that it
didn't
said
know-
squeeze.
right, and I've
you
been-
were just automatically drawn
And I've
to
been drawn
it.
to it. Wow, that's weird.
It's beautiful.
All right, 1-800-529-5465, 1-800-529-5465. Call now with your immigration questions, or you can leave them on our Facebook feed at Law Offices of Spar and Bernstein. You can also leave them on our YouTube feed at Law Offices of Spar and Bernstein. Soon to have one feed if we ever get Wazoo working. Do we have any update on that?
Not yet, but we're working slowly.
We're
but
working
surely.
slowly, but this is the slow. We were supposed to have this up and running 10 days ago.
Probably even longer.
SJ over here blames everybody
But himself.
but himself.
I take zero responsibility.
You have
for my
taken
job.
so far. You have taken zero responsibility.
That's not true. I said I did my best.
Yeah,
I'm
you
lying.
said you did your best. You know what? Your best wasn't good enough. We still don't have it.
It's true.
We still don't have it. But he blames everybody. It's crazy. Yvonne's on vacation. I can't reach him. The guy at Wazoo's not returning my call. And I almost wanted to say to him, I said, can you look in the mirror and just say, you know what? Maybe it's me. Maybe it's just me.
I do. I look in the mirror and I give myself positive reinforcement in the
Okay.
morning.
All right. 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. That is the number to call to get on the radio to ask your immigration questions. If you are outside of the United States and you can't call on the 1-800 number, you can always call on the international number. The international number's telephone is 212-227-8933. So you are international, it's 212-227-8933. If you are in the United States, or most likely North America, I believe the 1-800 number works all throughout North America. And that telephone number is 1-800-529-5465. The reason I say I believe is because I am not like that Verizon commercial where I'm just walking around all over North America saying, can you hear me, can you hear me? I have no idea. I'm just told that that is the case. It does work. We don't know for a fact. We will never know because I will never go test it. Okay?
That would be really funny, though.
Yes. 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. To have a recap of this morning's show, I answered immigration questions. Moshe came to discuss personal injury, and we talked about the importance of making sure you have a good personal injury attorney, a good construction accident attorney. We made certain that everybody knew our telephone number, and that was 1-800-529-5465. In the beginning of the show, I was reminded that we're now calling our faithful viewers the Brad Squad, but now social media guy over here has changed their name to the Faithful Few. It's just not as good.
Brad Squad.
Brad Squad.
Until
Thank you very
Squeeze
much.
comes back, and then he's gonna completely hate
that.
this and
Right,
lambast.
exactly. He's going to be like, I am not on any show. Squeeze is going to say, I'm not on any show unless it's like the Squeeze Squad, right?
I am not a member of the Brad Squad.
He's not. He's going to say, I am not a member of the Brad. You do whatever you want.
Exactly.
Nobody listens to me. But that's why I am not a member of the Brad Squad. He's going to be like, a Squeeze Squad, that's okay.
Team Squeeze
Team Squeeze.
versus the Brad Squad.
What he refuses to admit is that he has been the most faithful servant of the Brad Squad.
He has been.
For the longest
He
amount
has
of time.
been.
He
But I
just
like
has to
that.
come
I like
to-
that. You're on Team Squeeze or you're on Brad Squad.
Squeeze, if you're listening,
Yes.
Tim just called you Brad's faithful servant.
Each other's is a symbiotic relationship.
Yes. Yeah, you know what he's going to say? Oh, you call the black man the faithful servant! You're calling the black man the faithful servant, Kim! That's what he's going to say. I guarantee you that's what he's yelling right now. All right, 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. All right, let's go to Monique. Monique.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you today?
Fantastic. What's up?
I just tuned in, and I had a question regarding immigration.
Go ahead.
I want to, I have an interview for a minor that I want to have come visit from Jamaica to the States. I'd like to seek counsel regarding that.
Okay, this minor, who is this minor to you?
He is of no relation to me. He's actually the child of my boyfriend.
Okay, and where is the mother of this child?
The mother of the child is outside of the country as well.
Okay.
They're both in Jamaica.
All right, so the first thing that the embassy is going to say is you're going to go for a visitor's visa, and they're going to say, who is this child? Well, he's the son of my boyfriend. They're going to be like, this kid's not going home. All right, so I think we have to have a discussion about what you can do within the realm of the law to bring a child here, whether it's going to is it really just to visit? Is it to live? If it's to live, then you're going to have to start thinking about filing an orphan petition and adopting this child. If it's your boyfriend and you're going to marry your boyfriend, then you can sponsor the child as a stepmother. So I think first, before you waste your time and energy and money and getting him a visa appointment that unlikely he will get a visa for, that you should make an appointment. And I think that's a smart idea that you called and you said, I need some counsel on this and figure out what we can do to help. So hold on 1 second, okay?
All right, absolutely.
All right.
Thanks a lot.
You're welcome. 1-800-529-5465, 1-800-529-5465. That is the number to call to get on the radio. We are watching at the law offices of Spar and Bernstein on Facebook. If you are, what I will ask everybody to do right now is do me a favor, which also does you a favor, and does your friends and family a favor, which is please everybody who's watching right now. And if everybody does this, then the viewership should double within the next 5 minutes. If everybody does this, everybody who's watching right now, take one person that you know is on Facebook, who is faithful to Facebook, who you think may like this show and like the information that we're providing, and share that on that person's timeline right now and tell them to watch. And now, all of a sudden, in 5 minutes, the viewership should double. That's what I will ask everybody to do. Nobody has to pay us any money for this. We do this out of the kindness of our heart. We sit here every day, twice a day for 1 hour each. Tomorrow, from 7 to 10. It's a 3-hour extravaganza tomorrow from 7 a.m. to 10 o'clock. Hopefully squeezes back from his assignment, his quote-unquote assignment.
Makes him sound like a secret agent.
He is a secret agent.
Or a reporter.
Or a reporter?
No, I think he's a secret agent. Yeah.
I think it's more likely that he's a secret journalist.
Yeah.
Squeezing the information out of people.
Yeah, because every time, what I've noticed is every time North Korea has a problem with their nuclear missile program, Squeeze is missing.
Once again.
Have you noticed that? Is there a coincidence or no? But North Korea, you're going to see in the news in the next few days, has a problem with their nuclear missile, and you're going to say, wow, Squeeze wasn't on the radio for the last 2 days. I'm not saying that, I'm not saying there's a correlation. I'm just saying it's an unusual coincidence.
I can confidently say I've never seen Squeeze and Kim Jong in the same room at the same time.
Yeah, that's right. You've never seen that. It's odd.
It's a little odd.
There's actually a story right now on USA Today saying U.S. to ban travel to North Korea, which I assumed was already a thing. I'm surprised that
that doesn't affect Squeeze because he's quote unquote going to Jamaica.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in Jamaica. Has anyone actually seen him in Jamaica when he claims he's in Jamaica?
The accent is fake.
Yeah.
Everything it's not real.
All right, 1-800-529-5465. That's to get on the radio. Let's go to Tony.
Hi, good afternoon. How are you?
How are you?
I'm good. I have a quick question. I'm a U.S. citizen. My mom lives in Jamaica. I petitioned for my mom 2 years ago.
Right.
3 years ago. And she had an appointment at the Kingston Embassy. For some reason, she never turned up.
Right.
So that case went, where it went. She wants me to file for her again. Do I need to file a new petition, or can I pick up on the old petition?
She never showed up for the appointment. How long ago was it?
About 2 years ago. She should have gone into the interview at Kingston Embassy, and she didn't go.
It is unlikely that it's most likely, although I can't guarantee until we contact the embassy, but it's most likely that they return the petition back to USCIS, and if they did, then you would have to start again.
They would have returned it to, USCIS, not NVC?
Well, they would return it to the NVC, and then NVC would destroy it or return it back to USCIS. I will tell you that it's probably just as if it was returned to NVC, it's just as fast, if not faster, to refile again than it is to try to get that restarted again at the NVC. Because if you don't show up to your interview within 1 year and you don't have a good excuse, basically they're going to deny you and terminate the case.
Okay, so contact NVC.
I would contact NVC, but my guess is that it's been denied and you would have to start again.
Wow. Thank you.
All right? Okay. 1-800... I apologize. That was me. I didn't mean to hang up on him. He had something else to say. He's like, Brad! Sorry. Like, happens. Did you like that? Because we have no sound effects. I have to make my own Police Academy sound effects. It's the only sound effect I know. I have no other sound effects. That was like me hanging up.
It sounds like someone's pants tearing.
Yes, I had too many hot dogs last night and hamburgers, and I just sat down and went, so it happens. And I shouldn't be doing that this summer because I should not want to get fatter in the summer, right?
No, it's the perfect time.
Perfect time to get fat?
Yeah, in the winter you work on your summer body. In the summer you work on your winter body.
Yeah. It's the opposite.
Yeah.
All right. 1-800-529-5465, 1-800-529-5465. Jennifer.
Hello.
How are you?
Good afternoon. Oh, I'm blessed, thank you.
All right. What can I do to help you?
Yes, I have a question. I'm from the beautiful Caribbean island of Dominica. Not the Dominican Republic, but
I understand. Dominica.
Yes, sir.
Right.
And I want to adopt one of my sister's child. She has like 7.
Okay.
And I'm interested in getting the one before the law. She's 8.
Okay.
I'm a U.S. citizen, and I would like to do that. How do I go along doing that? Because they want me to adopt the baby. So how should I start doing that?
I will tell you how you start. I'll tell you how you not start. You don't start by going to Dominica and doing an adoption in Dominica. Because if you were to do an adoption in Dominica, you would never get the kid here. Because you would have to prove, if you did the adoption in Dominica, you would have to prove that you lived with the child in the same household for 2 years, which most likely is not the case. Mm-hmm. So you have to bring the child up to the United States as an orphan and do the adoption here. Okay, but now the sister is alive. So we're not going to go down to Dominica and shoot the sister. Okay, but what but what we can do is get in touch with Child Services in Dominica. There's an agency there. I don't know what it's called, but something similar to Child Services here, and ask and show to the Child Services that the sister is unable to care for this child because they have too many children, and for all intents and purposes, this child's going to be neglected, abandoned, and in essence, we ask the Child Services to step into the shoes of the family there and strip the mother of her parental rights simply because she can't raise this child. She doesn't have the money, she doesn't have the room, she doesn't have the ability to do so. Mm-hmm. And once the mother is stripped of her parental rights, now the child has no parents.
Okay.
Now the child's an orphan. No mother. Okay? Mm-hmm. Or maybe no father as well. I don't know where the father is in this whole picture. And then while that's happening down in Dominica, and we can help you, correspond with Child Services down there, we are getting a judge in New York, if you live in New York or whatever state you live in, to sign what's called the pre-adoption. The pre-adoption is that they've looked over all the paperwork here, and they're very confident that they would sign an adoption order if this child were to be presented to them. But right now you can't present a child for an adoption in the United States because the child's not here. So you strip the parents of their parental rights in Dominica, you get a pre-adoption here in the United States, and then you file what's called an orphan petition to bring the child up to the United States. We've identified an orphan, and we want to bring the child up to the United States for purposes of adopting the child here in the United States. And then you bring the child up, and then you do the adoption here in New York or whatever state you live in, and then you're a U.S. citizen. Your child becomes an automatic U.S. citizen as well. That would be the process.
Thank you. Are you okay? I get it. You're a lawyer, and where are you located? I'm in Houston.
You're in Houston, Texas?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yes. You've gathered right. I am a lawyer. I am in New York. We can do this in all 50 states. We'll help you. Hold on one second, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right. And you are Jennifer. Hold on one second. 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. Let's go to Keith.
Yes, sir.
How are you, sir?
Just fine.
What's going on?
What I want to find out from you. My sister just do affiliate support with somebody a year ago. Is she could be for next person now?
Yes, you can do it for as many people as you want, as long as you make enough income.
Thank you very much. That's all I want to know.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Right.
Wonderful.
Right. Yeah. 1-800-529-5465. That is not a secret telephone number. It is a number that everybody should be sharing with all their friends and family. It is not a secret at all. I was with I guess you would call a little girl person, who was child. Thank you, who was in first grade this weekend and was playing. Like when you whisper in somebody's ear. Telephone.
Yeah.
And we were making pretend we're like giving secrets to each other. Yeah. This is not the time to do that. Okay, when I give the telephone number out, we're not whispering it in people's ears like I did this weekend.
I was wondering how you were going to connect that.
Okay, right, because she's like, tell me a secret, and I'm like, I don't know. And the first thing that popped in my mind was because I'm always yelling 1-800-5. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get. All right, here's the secret. I told the first grader. Okay, here's the secret. This is the telephone number to my office. Are you ready? And I whispered in her ear, 1-800-529-5465. And she looked at me like I was crazy, man. So
never know when you need a lawyer.
Never know when you're going to need a lawyer. You're a first grader. All right. So this is not a secret. This is real. So please share this with your friends and family. The telephone number is 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-5. I'm laughing to myself. 1-800-529-5465. And that is the number to Spar and Bernstein. It's the number you should be saving in your phone. It's also the number to get on the radio. It's also the number for really good immigration lawyers. 1-800-529-5465. You heard Moshe earlier. There's Russell as well. Adam Russell as well. But you heard Moshe. Personal injury, construction accidents. God forbid you get hurt in an accident. God forbid you fall or something falls on you at a construction site. You need this number. Trust me, you need it. 1-800-529-5465. There was a horrific car accident this past weekend, and it was on the news. People were being pulled out of cars next to dead bodies. It was really, 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 really bad. Guy has had 4 operations already. He has been told to call 20 different lawyers. And you know what? He says, there's only one lawyer I'm calling. I've had this number saved in my phone for over a decade. He called 1-800-529-5465. And obviously we're on the case. He has a lot of confidence in us. He was in the back seat of a car. He wasn't expecting to get into an accident on a Saturday morning. So accidents happen all the time. So please make sure you have our number saved. 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. Criminal defense. We have a huge. So does they say the word huge? I know there's going to be like these orange angry faces coming across Facebook. Huge. I don't say it good. I don't say it as good as him. Huge.
You're, not to be mean, but you're not great at like impersonations. But we always know who you're talking about.
Exactly.
When you like yell, it's like, oh, he's doing squeeze.
Yeah, I'm terrible with impersonations. Yeah. I'm like who's like a good impersonator? The guy from Police Academy. I'm terrible. That guy's really good.
Sounds.
What?
He's good at sounds.
He's good at sounds, but not impersonations.
A really good impersonator.
Who's a good impersonator?
Well, I know the guy. He always does John Gruden.
Yeah.
He does John Madden.
Kyle Pennant. I heard it's good.
No, it's not me.
No,
It's
no,
not
okay.
me.
So 1-800-529-5465. That's for our criminal defense department. You have a serious federal case. We have traveled to Tennessee for serious federal criminal cases. We have traveled to Massachusetts for serious federal criminal cases. We have traveled to Florida for serious federal criminal cases. So what evidence says, what's a federal case? Federal government is charging you with a crime. That's simple. And when the federal government charges you with a crime, you are in some hot water. Luckily, we got really good criminal defense attorneys here. Obviously, if you're charged with any crime in New York State, you got our number too. 1-800-529-5465. I just want to make it very clear to everybody how important it is to have good lawyers. Good lawyers who are saved in your phone. Good lawyers when you need help, that you know who you're going to call ahead of time. Not now the poop has hit the fan, and all of a sudden now the poop's hit the fan, and now all of a sudden you got to figure out who to call. Figure it out ahead of time. All right, let's go to Troy. Troy.
Hello?
Troy, how are you?
Yeah, how are you doing?
Good, what's up?
I have some information I'd like to ask you.
You have information you would like to ask about?
Sorry. Yeah,
question.
Question. My mother is a U.S. citizen. I went up in 71 as underage at 5 to 6 years old, right? They deported me on a felony charge, but I was supposed to be a citizen at that time because I could not sign. She was already a citizen.
Why do you say that? Where are you calling me from?
I'm calling from Jamaica.
All right, so you're calling from Jamaica. You had a green card when you were under 18. Your mom became a citizen when you were under 18. Is that correct?
Exactly.
Okay. Now, was your mom married to your dad?
Never.
Okay. And how old are you?
Right now I'm 44.
You're 44 years old.
Right. I went up to the
By the way, you are 100% correct. You are a U.S. citizen of the United States. They deported a U.S. citizen. They should never have deported you. You should have had a U.S. passport. I have seen this happen more than once, which is why you need a good criminal defense attorney who's sitting next to me right now, David Marino. But more importantly, why you need good immigration lawyers. And if you hold on, you make an appointment, and these facts turn out correct, what you're telling me, you're going to have a U.S. passport if I'm your lawyer within a month and be back here.
Okay, definitely. I have your number. I'm gonna make my family contact you.
Okay, all right, fantastic.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
By the way, I've seen this happen multiple times, and then he has a good lawsuit when he comes back. Got a pretty damn good lawsuit. You just deported an American citizen and made him live outside the United States for decades.
So glad he reached out to us.
Yes, because this is what the law says. Law says if you have a green card, your mom's a U.S. citizen, and your mom was never married to your dad, and this all happened before 18, guess what? You're a U.S. citizen.
Some of these cases that go back, decades and decades, it makes me think about how many people there are out there that aren't calling. Deported. They have no idea that they can even reach out.
Correct. 1-800-529-5465. This person who just joined us, David Moreno, one of our criminal defense attorneys, I was just saying if you have serious federal criminal charges against you, we have gone out to Tennessee. We have gone to Florida. I think we've even gone to Indiana. We have gone to Massachusetts. We have gone all over the country when justice needs to be served. And I'm serious when I say justice needs to be served. It's a cliche a lot, but we're serious about it here in this sense. Because justice is served when the system works.
Absolutely.
Okay, whether you did it or didn't, justice is only served when the system works. When the system doesn't work, justice is not served. What do you want to talk about today, Mr. Moreno?
Well, I think you made a great segue into criminal defense. This is David Moreno speaking. What I'll talk about today is just some things that we've been doing in the department. Obviously, Brad is correct. We have been traveling quite a bit. There's no case too big or too small for us. Everybody's entitled to a competent defense. So if you're having trouble trying to figure out if you should stay with your attorney, if you haven't paid for an attorney, to come speak to us is free. Give me a call. I'll answer. My partner Paul Hirsch will answer. We'll talk you through your issues. Don't hesitate. You gonna say something, Brad?
Yeah, I just wanted to give a little background on David. Former top college basketball player. Okay.
Kyle knows about that.
Right?
I said Kyle knows a little bit
right,
about
right.
that.
Did you school Kyle? Of
He did not school Kyle.
Yes.
He was educated by Kyle.
He was and top basketball player in college. He is not only he's a really smart guy, a really athletic guy, good-looking guy as well. Doesn't mean anything in court to be good-looking, but I'm just giving you a nice compliment.
Helps a little bit.
All right, and when he found out he was not going to get like Carmelo Anthony money in the NBA, he decided to do the next best thing, which is go to law school. And he's a really smart guy, and he graduated at the top of his class in law school. And he went to work at the Manhattan District Attorney's Office, which is the most prestigious district attorney's office in the entire United States of America.
In the world, actually.
In the world.
Yeah.
There is nothing more prestigious than working in the Manhattan District Attorney's Office in terms of your career. He has multiple awards of one of the top black attorneys in America, one of the top attorneys under 40 in America. I can go on and on. There's like 20 of them that he just got in the last year, right?
Brad, you know I'm shy. And
No. I'll be happy to boost you. Don't worry. What else? What else?
Top criminal defense attorneys in New York and in New Jersey. 40 under 40. You cover the top.
I mean, award after award after award. I mean, every week he's bringing me in a new plaque, and I said, all right, stop rubbing it in my face, because he got more awards than I have now. So when you get awarded this much, and you come and had the pleasure and the experience of working in the Manhattan District Attorney's Office. The Manhattan District Attorney's Office, they don't hire schnooks.
Not at all.
All right? You're a schnook, you're not coming out of the Manhattan District Attorney's Office. Okay, and then to get all these awards. And then, on top of it, when I hear all of the accolades that our clients, who he's representing in court, literally come and hug me, and I say, why are you hugging me? Thank you for introducing me to David. Brad, you did nothing on this case other than introduce me to David, and I'm hugging you for that. Yeah. So this guy knows what he's doing. 5 stars, as Lisa Bling Rose just writes.
Awesome.
All right? So please, if you have a criminal defense issue, you have been an arrest, an investigation, and I'm talking about serious criminal charges, you're going to need serious criminal defense attorney. No, Okie from Finoki. Does anybody use that word anymore?
Here. I've never heard that.
Yeah, Okie from Finoki. Okay, it means like a Okie.
It's the Okie dog.
The Okie dokie from Finoki. Yeah. Okie dokie, You don't need one of those guys. Okay? You need a guy who's going to sit there and fight for you.
Okay, of course.
Let's talk about fighting for clients.
Yeah. Before I get into that, I just want to say to everybody listening out there, I am on social media, Instagram as David Moreno ESQ. On that page, you'll find some tips that we create here at the firm for all of our listeners to help you if you're involved in a police stop, what to do, that sort of thing, updates on what the Criminal Defense Department is doing. So that's Instagram, David Moreno, Moreno, ESQ. But I do want to speak about, 2 clients that we resolved cases for in a really, really favorable way in the past few weeks. The first individual, and I hope to have this man on the radio in the future, Brad, because his story is amazing. Kyle knows about him actually as well. Kyle, used to be a member of the Criminal Defense Department. He helped out a lot when he was there.
He was.
And we had an individual who had a case in New Jersey. He was driving his car.
And by the way, before if you're watching right now, you should not be tuning out. You should be tuning in, and you should be tuning up your volume, not tuning down. Because this is universal rights. This is not immigration rights. These are universal rights that David's going to be talking about, and this could happen to anybody. All right, continue.
Yeah, this individual was driving his car. He was an African-American man in New Jersey. And I say that to say it was relevant in this case. But we have all types of clients, come from all walks of life, black, white, yellow, green, doesn't matter. Right? Everybody needs to have their rights protected.
Green?
Yeah, some people can be green. Never know.
I have not seen any green clients walk through
That's
yet.
leprosy, right?
Yeah.
Either way, if you're green, come in,
we
we'll
don't
help
have any lepers yet, right?
Yeah.
But you have rights even with
You have
leprosy.
rights even with
There you
leprosy.
go.
Yes.
There you
Okay.
go. This individual was, the police put their lights and sirens on to pull him over. He pulls over in a very well-lit area. The cops then do not get out of the vehicle. About 5 minutes passes. This client decided, okay, well, I pulled over. Maybe they're not trying to pull me over. He then goes driving away again. Cops start to follow him again. This time they don't put their lights and sirens on. They wait about 5-10 minutes. He's now in a not so well lit area. They put the lights and sirens on again. What the client did in that situation was completely wrong. He then decides, I'm definitely not pulling over here. I'm very aware of what's happening right now in America. I'm very afraid.
He was a black man.
He was.
Right.
I'm gonna drive away, and I'm gonna stop somewhere where I feel more familiar and I feel more comfortable. This goes on for more than 10 minutes. He's driving. As he drives away, there are more and more police cars chasing him.
This is like in the movies. Like there's 10, 5, whatever it is, cars chasing this guy.
Kyle, continue. The whole thing is on dash cam, right? We've seen the video.
Yeah.
So they're chasing him. Now, this is a case where you would think, okay, they've got him dead to rights, at least on eluding the police, right? At the very least.
And because they got the dash cam, the sirens are on and he doesn't pull over.
Exactly.
But he hired David Moreno.
He hired us. He came in. His mom, actually, I believe is a radio listener, and she reached out to us. He takes him on a long chase. At one point, there's a small accident with his car and one of the police cars. To speed up the story, they end up charging him with a myriad of charges, over the top. Attempted assault, attempted murder on a police officer. He never, he
was charged with attempted murder.
Yeah. He never aimed his car at a police officer or tried to hit a police officer, but they really trumped up the charges because they were annoyed. They were pissed off that this individual had the gumption to not stop. They gave him, a pretty good beatdown on that video that we saw.
Yes.
There was a lot of mitigating factors there. Kyle actually saw it as well. He had this case open for over a year and had another attorney, and he never had a chance to meet or to sit down or to speak to this attorney. And literally, when he came into our office, I sat down and spoke to him.
Why didn't he have a chance to talk to this attorney?
The attorney sent a different attorney with him to court every single time. This is someone he paid his hard-earned cash for.
Right.
He just did not take the time.
This is why people end up in jail for no reason.
It's so sad.
It's why people end up in jail when they shouldn't be.
Absolutely. He didn't take the time to sit down and hear this man's point of view. I sat down with him almost instantly. I could put myself in his shoes and understand why he did what he did.
Right. It could have been me.
It could have been anybody.
Right.
It could have been anybody, and this case was on for trial. He was offered 3 years in prison on these charges. No record, mind you.
Right. First time he's ever been arrested.
Yeah, first time he's ever been arrested.
Right.
No drugs in the car, no guns in the car, nothing illegal happening for him to
he got the crap beat out of him.
Got the crap beat out of him, but he's driving away simply because he's afraid. He's fearful for his life. So what I did is something that's a little bit atypical, but you'll find that a competent attorney sometimes will use this as a resource. You got to remember, I came from the district attorney's office. I know what they are looking for, what things they need to help them get to the right place in the case, right? So what I did, and Kyle actually helped me out a lot with this. We interviewed the client. We created a report that we call a pre-pleading report. And
a what report?
Pre-pleading report.
Pre-pleading.
Okay.
Before you go and plead guilty to something.
Exactly. So what that did was we want to provide the prosecutor or the state with information that's they're not privy to. Give them some background information. Put them in his head. Get to know who he is, what he's about, things about his family, his background, his makeup, what he was thinking that night, letters of recommendation from his job, different people in the community that know him.
Basically, instead of making him, because without that color that adds to who he is as a person, all they see is this is a guy who didn't stop and made the police chase him.
Exactly.
Okay. Now you add all of this color to him. And I'm saying color, blue, green, yellow, whatever it is, because you have to. Because right now it's black and white. Here's a kid. He didn't stop and he kept going. He's a bad guy.
Terrible.
Now you add all of the other ingredients. And you say, you know what? He's not a bad person. Look at who this person really is before you decide that that he should be going to jail for umpteen years.
Yeah, and it's terrible. Family man. In any event, we submit this to the prosecutor, and instantly the prosecutor goes, "Wow, I didn't know all of this. If I would have known this before, we might have been having a different conversation. It may be too late. Let me talk to my bosses." right?
Right.
I didn't leave it just up to the prosecutor to speak to the boss. You know, this prosecutor is someone that I respect and I've worked with in the past, but I went over ahead. I said, let me speak to them as well myself. I spoke to the bosses. I went to their office. They said, look, we're getting a lot of pressure from the police department. They really want us to go forward with this case. I said, look, as a prosecutor's office, your duty is to protect the citizens of your county. You don't only work for law enforcement. You work for everyone. And what's justice in this case is not for this man to be in state prison. There are mitigating factors. If we were to go to trial, I would win on this charge, and this charge. So why waste the time and the taxpayers' dollars to put this man in jail, A, and B, to try this case if it's not going to come out in your favor? So after going back and forth with them, we came to an agreement that did not involve any jail time, that did not involve any violent crimes. Our client is not a citizen of the United States. We worked out something that protects his ability to pursue his citizenship here, and that kept him out of jail. Case just resolved today. The client couldn't have been happier, and literally he was prepared to take 3 years in prison until his mom called us.
And by the way, 3 years in prison, next time he saw fresh air would have been in his home country.
So sad.
All right? He would have been deported.
Yeah.
3 years in prison on any sort of violent act or your aggravated felony.
So justice does prevail sometimes, and every good disposition doesn't necessarily mean the case is going to be dismissed, but there are times when you work out great deals with the prosecutor's office.
And this is a guy who was charged with attempted murder, and now, and his lawyer was sending him down the river, literally. Switch lawyers, David Moreno, fabulous job. I almost want to stand up and clap for you, except I'm going to be out of the picture. But I would, that was, I mean, really... Really an amazing, fantastic. You should give a round of applause to
Kyle too, because Kyle really,
believe it. Kyle's not just a funny guy; he actually works here too, right? Yeah. And I think it was a really amazing job and a real good testament of what we do here at Spar & Bernstein. I'm really glad you shared that story with us, because having the right attorney makes all the difference in the world. It would be nice if every attorney was the same, but it's not. Mm-hmm. The attorneys you choose will make a difference. Here is a perfect example of a kid who was going to jail for 3 years and was getting deported, and now here's a kid who is not going to jail and not getting deported. And it was nothing changed in his case, nothing, but the lawyer he chose. And it's because of dedication, intelligence, smarts, logic, knowing how the system works, caring about your client, caring about a good result.
Caring is the bottom line, I think.
That's right.
I was just going to say that. I do this job because I care. I can relate to individuals. I pursued a career in criminal defense because I really feel strongly that people deserve the best possible defense they can get. And it's really sad that folks, are sitting in jail for numbers of years because their attorneys just didn't care.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Let me give the number out to everybody. If you haven't done so, because I've been yelling, save the number. I even told the story how I played telephone with a little first grader and told her the number, remember it. So always, you got to start them young. Always have a good criminal defense attorney. Always have a good criminal defense attorney. Always have a good personal injury attorney. Always have a good immigration attorney in your phone. It's the same number, folks. You don't got to save 3 different people. It's one telephone number. 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. You pick up the phone, you dial the number, you hang up. All right? I am telling you, you don't know, God forbid, when you would get into an accident. You don't know, God forbid, when the police are going to be chasing you down a dark alley and how you're going to, or in a dark area, how you're going to react. Next thing you know, you're being charged with attempted murder for a guy who's never been arrested his entire life. 1-800-529-5465. You pick up the phone, you dial the number, you hang up. Do it, folks. If you think that we're good attorneys, do it if you're not sure who you're going to call if you get arrested. Do it if you don't know who you're going to call if you get into an accident. Do it if you want a good attorney in your phone. God forbid you need them. You make these decisions before stuff happens, not after. 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Lisa, I know my voice for tomorrow. She's concerned about me, but I get very passionate. Don't you see that?
I see it.
I get passionate. I'm serious when I say it, because you know, you hear these stories, you're like, you pick the wrong lawyer, you go to jail. On the same exact facts. Same exact facts. It's like nothing changed, except the only thing that changed was the lawyer. 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. Great job, David.
Thank you, Brad.
Would you mind hanging out?
Of course.
I don't know, you know, you'll add some stuff. You'll add some stuff to the show, right?
Of course.
Yes.
Of course.
You're in Squeeze's seat right now.
I love learning. I love learning about immigration law.
You do?
Yeah.
I don't think you do, but
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
That way I don't have to bother you when clients have a question. I can just answer it.
That is true.
Yeah.
All right, 1-800-529. He loves criminal defense law, I can tell you that. 1-800-529-5465. And by the way, on this case, what was also amazing is because, you know, you're working here with immigration lawyers, that you were able to work it out that he's going to not get deported and be able to become a citizen.
That's a huge benefit of coming to this firm. We have competent departments. We work together. I have them available as a resource to me, so it's just a really one-stop shop. It's great.
All right. Fabulous. 1-800-529-5465. Let's go to Kevin quickly. Then I got to get to USA Credit Repair.
And social media.
And social media. So let's go quickly. All right. Kevin.
Yes, sir.
What's up?
Hi, man. I'm calling you about a case here where my girlfriend's mother has filed for her sister, right? And it's over 10 years now, but the mother is getting sick. So she's wondering if there's a visa petition that she could form, that she could get even a visa to travel.
Well, is she, your girlfriend, I assume, is not married?
No, she's not married.
Okay, then if the mother filed for her 10 years ago, she should be eligible for her green card today. So that's step one. Is let's take a look at what the paperwork the mother did. All right, because she should be eligible for her green card right now. It's not a 10-year wait at the moment, unless you're married. All right, and if it's your girlfriend and she's married, then I think the husband's really mad at you right now. Okay, so I assume she's not married and she should be able to come here. So hold on one second. Bring in the paperwork. We'll help her. All right. 1-800-529-5465. I'm glad I had the cap on that. I just knocked that over, but we're all good. USA Credit Repair. David Moreno, you're familiar with this company?
Totally.
Yes, because you've been on this radio show before.
I have.
You know they're the key to beautiful credit?
I was going to say that.
They are. Do you know what they do to credit that's ugly? They beat it with a stick. That's what we said this morning.
Okay.
You beat that credit with a stick, and then they get it up.
I love that slogan, the key to beautiful credit. It's just amazing.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you like the slogan, we beat ugly credit with a stick?
Not as much.
Not as much.
Not as much. I'm honest, guys.
You're honest guy.
Yeah.
Right, but the key to beautiful credit's a good slogan.
Totally.
Right. Beat it with a stick, not so good.
Nah.
But that's what they do.
Yeah. I like the other slogan better.
I like the other one better. All right, USA Credit. If your credit's below 700, by the way, Marito is giving you a run for the money right now. He will be performing at the Comedy Cellar, Comic Strip Live.
Yeah.
David Marito coming soon.
I wouldn't mind.
Weekend.
Yes.
I got a whole little skit.
USA Credit Repair. The key to beautiful credit. If your credit's below 700, they will guarantee that they get it up for you in well, that didn't sound right. They will guarantee that your credit repair is repaired better within 90 days or money back. And let me give you the telephone number right now. They are our sponsors here on the Brad and Squeeze Show. 1-800-872-7177. That's 1-800-872-7177. 1-800-872-7177. Call USA Credit Repair right now for all of your credit issues. And if your credit is below 700, they're going to repair it for you within 90 days or your money back. 1-800-872-7177. 1-800-872-7177, or go to wefixbadcredit.com. Speed round, let's go.
I'm from the Caribbean and I'm from the Caribbean and I'm a citizen of the United States. Can I adopt one of my sister's daughters who's about 7 years old?
Yes, I think we answered her question earlier, but we said we had to do it as an orphan.
Could someone who is waiting on their green card travel with their travel documents?
With an advance parole, yes.
Good afternoon, Brad. My father is a U.S. citizen. He's now starting to file for me and my two children. One is 13 and the other one is 3. We're from Guyana. Someone told us it will take 12 to 18 months. Is that true?
Your father filing for you will not take 12 to 18 months unless you're under 21. If you're under 21, 12 to 18 months. If you're over 21, it's going to take about 7 years.
How much money does one need to start this process citizen filing for married child?
$37 million. $37 million is the exact amount you need to file for your citizenship these days. Yeah, Trump just changed it. I'm only kidding. What do you mean, how much money do you need? File it. It's the filing fee. Is that what they're asking?
Probably.
It's $725.
Hey.
Kyle was freaking out. What do you mean? $38 million. I said 37, Kyle, not 38.
Hey, Brad, I received an email from my attorney in Tampa regarding delays with the biometrics/FBI clearance. It says that the delays are over 10 months. Is this true?
I don't know if they're over 10 months, but there are delays.
I married my U.S. wife in 2010, was denied a green card in 2011, left her in 2015 for abuse. I did an I-360 and I-765 in February, got a prima facie in April.
Is that
the
correct?
law school word, baby.
Is that correct?
Yeah,
Yes.
prima facie case.
Yeah, well, Kyle goes to law school. He will know prima facie.
There you go.
Yes.
I paid $410 for the I-765.
Race ipsa loquitur, Kyle.
What is that?
Race judicata.
we're just giving you legal terms that have nothing to do with your question.
So the person who did the I-360 and I-765 paid $410 for the I-765. Can I still get an EAD card in a few weeks?
You don't need if you did the I-360 and it's pending, you have to file an adjustment application. You can't file for a work permit with a pending I-360. You can file for a work permit with an approved I-360, or if you have a pending I-360 and the abuse was against a U.S. citizen, which is what I believe you said, you can file. You should be filing an adjustment application in conjunction with the I-360 and getting the work permit that way. But you're not going to get a standalone work permit with a pending I-360.
What if someone had a 2-year green card and because the other party didn't want to go for the second interview, now the divorced person went and married, will they get a hard time to get a green card?
Who, the divorced person, is the person getting the green card?
It seems like it. Seems
okay,
so.
Yes, they're going to have a hard time because you never applied to remove the conditions first. So even if you get divorced, you have to apply to remove the conditions first, prove it was a real marriage, and prove you got divorced before you go try to get a green card a second time through another wife. Or husband, I don't know who it is.
I know someone who doesn't have her papers. She's married to a U.S. citizen, but they are not together. She lost her job a couple years ago, got cash assistance, and he was put on child support because of this. He's now threatening her because of her situation that he's going to take his son. Can she file for custody of her son even though she doesn't have papers?
Absolutely.
He's holding that over her. She took care of her son by 12.
No, tell her to call me. We can help.
Okay.
Your legal status has nothing to do with who's the child should be living with.
And what's the number that she should call?
It's the same telephone number I've been saying all along since this weekend to the first grader. Okay, 1-800-529-5465.
That was our final question.
That was the final question.
Standard there is best interest of a child.
What? Exactly.
Yeah, best interest of a child.
All right, let's go to Alicia. Alicia.
Yes, sir.
Yes, go ahead.
I have a question for you. Okay, so I'm married for 4 years. My husband is an American citizen, and he hadn't filed my stuff because, financial problems. And then 3 years into a marriage, we've been having a lot of issue, infidelity on both parts. But unfortunately, I got pregnant. And we're trying to work on our marriage, try to get everything together, but it's not his child.
You got pregnant with another man.
Correct, and it's not his child.
Okay.
So how do I go about,
So the answer is this, you both were unfaithful to each other.
Correct.
But you know what? You're not the first person in the world who has been unfaithful to their spouse, and you're not going to be the last person in the world who's unfaithful to their spouse. And there's many marriages where they work it out. And if you can work it out,
that's what we're trying to do.
Right, and you can work it out, and you could live together, and it's a real marriage, he should be filing for you. You're going to need the help of a lawyer because you're going to have to explain where this, child came from and everything else. But certainly, I don't have an issue. I don't think immigration will have issues, but certainly everything's explainable about what happened. Hold on 1 second. All right?
Okay, thank you.
All right. 1-800-529-5465. David Moreno, we got about 30 seconds. Any last words?
Last words. If you ever get stopped by the police, you're unsure what to do, shut your mouth. Give us a call. We're available nights, weekends. There have been times when me and my partner have come out to crime scenes to protect clients.
All right. Thank you very much. Great job on the case today. And, of course, we're out of here. We're going to be back tomorrow at 7 a.m.
Awesome.
3 hours. Brad and Squeeze. 7 to 10 a.m. New York time. We're out of here.
The proceeding was information only and not specific legal advice. Consult an attorney about your individual situation. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome in the future. To make an appointment with the Spar Bernstein Law Firm located at 225 Broadway in New York City, call 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Easily remembered, 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-LawLink. Once again, make a call to 1-800-529-5465. And, of course, link up with the law offices of Spar Bernstein located at 225 Broadway on the 5th floor. If I were you out there, make the call, make the link, make the connection, make it Spar and Bernstein. 1-800-LawLink. That's 1-800-529-5465.
Falls over. Great fucking case.